You never advocate for being, being plus size. You never tell people how you block the society from making you feel bad
Now
about
I have to strip
yourself from
myself naked just for the world to say that I'm confident, I'm comfortable in my skin it, as a plus size because I'm naked. I do not want to form part of like that people trend would easily say that you are confident, you're a confident plus size girl if you're able to wear a bikini, if you're able to wear a crop top and be comfortable to take out your fupa and all that. People have associated being an advocate for being a plus size advocate with that. That's how I just feel. And I
Black child, you're going far.
Hey, what's good? What's up? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bogiso Pimwena, and this is of course the Random Chats with Bubble with a very good hair. And if you're here for the first time, thank you so much for joining our family. And I'm gonna give you a moment to subscribe because that's the culture. So subscribe right here. And of course, if you're a returning subscriber, Nnake, thank you so much for coming back. I am nothing without you. Ooh, ooh. But anyways, today's video is going to be nice, short, and sweet. As you can see with the title of the video, a positivity and being like body positivity and being plus sized. So like I've been thinking recently because people are just like coming at me to say you never advocate for being, being plus size. You never tell people how you block the society from making you feel bad about yourself, from, how you become confident. By the way, my skin has broken out, y'all, and this is the best that you see. It's the best behavior it's giving me this week. But anyways, if you do want to see what I was using, the natural oils and everything that was natural that I was using to get my skin to pop and become what it usually was, of course I'm gonna do with like a lot of sleep. I'm gonna have to sleep just so it could just like snatch itself back. But anyways, today's video is not about that. But do drop in the comments if you do want me to drop the skincare routine that I was using. But today we are going to talk about, excuse me. Anyways, so we're going to be talking about being plus size and having confidence, as people would say, and what the society perceives as being a body positivity advocate or advocating for plus size women and stuff and stuff and stuff. So, yeah. Right. So, for some reason, okay, I'm the reigning Miss Plus Size, Amanda Sir, 2019, 2020, 2021. So I think people post the crowning expected that by default that should be what I advocate for, being plus, being in pageantry, winning pageants, and of which is not something that I went into pageantry for. But other than the fact of the matter of like representation, I guess, um, being plus in the pageant industry has in some sort of way become a representation issue. When there are like a lot of people that maybe, let's say, Caucasian people or white people, and then they would add black people as a form of representation of or how women are added into boards as form of representation. So for me, pageantry and being plus size has become that, like in today and age. So that is why I say people for some reason thought that by default I would sing and shout and everything should be around that. But there are some things that I know that my core is for, and that is why I needed the title to be able to help me to have influence. Me being a title holder of plus doesn't take away from the fact that I should advocate for what I believe in, of which is mental wellness, of which is, dealing with post traumas, of which is the boy child, in as much as I'm a woman, making sure that we build and we raise our sons differently, so much so that the generational curses or the generational behavior that men have seemed to be bringing out in today and like in the world today has become
Yeah. So, and also I realize how people have in some sort of way um linked being body positive, like shining body positivity, or being a plus size advocate as me being naked. You see, like, people would easily say that you are confident, you're a confident plus size girl if you're able to wear a bikini, if you're able to wear a crop top and be comfortable to take out your fupa and all that. People have associated being an advocate for being a plus size advocate with that. That's how I just feel. And I feel like there's more to that as opposed to me wearing what the society wouldn't necessarily want or wouldn't necessarily be comfortable in seeing a plus size woman wearing. And I hope I make sense. And I'm saying this because I've seen a lot of people when they say that, I'm comfortable in my skin, and especially plus size women requires for them to take off their clothes to wear these things that are not necessarily normal for plus size women to wear, or what was then seem to have been what plus size women shouldn't wear. You get my point? And I feel like it's becoming a trend that I do not want to form part of. To say that, for me to be able to say that I'm confident, then would mean that I would have to wear a crop top. I do not want to wear a crop top simply because it's not my style of wear. I do not want to wear a bum shot simply because it's not my style of wear. Not because I'm not confident enough to wear that, or people would say that I'm not comfortable in my skin or in my body if I do not wear that. It's simply because it's not what I would generally want to wear, regardless of whether, I don't know. I've never been slim. I've never been a tiny person. So I wouldn't necessarily say that I wouldn't wear them if I was slim. There are generally plus size people who look very cute in these things. But for me, one thing about me, I have a good relationship with dresses and skirts. And like my dressing sense, um, in some way disqualifies me to be a confident plus size woman because it's apparent to be covering up. Me covering up is me wearing a baggy t-shirt, or me covering up is me wearing an oversized dress as opposed to a dress that would smooch my body and tighten up and show all the excess meat that people would say it's excess, all the excess meat, and still look cute. You get what I'm saying? And that is not the trend that I want to get into, where now I have to strip myself naked just for the world to say that I'm confident, I'm comfortable in my skin, it, as a plus size, because I'm naked. I do not want to form part of that trend, or I do not want to find myself in that particular trend. For those that wear them, it's okay, it's cool, it's fine. Kibo Onemo. But one thing about me, I will not subscribe to that because that's not what I feel. And another thing that people would normally want me to discuss or to talk about is that, I become a confident, how am I confident being a plus size? I get it. If my body weight takes away from me being a human being before being a plus size person, or being a fat girl as I would be referred to, but it does not take, my confidence is not directly proportional to my body size or inversely proportional to my body size. It does not necessarily mean that because I'm big, then I would not be confident. You know, it like, I don't get how people get to make those two words become a conversation to say that, how is it that you're plus size and you're confident? How is it that slim people still have, esteem issues, but they're slim? I mean, that is something that should be natural to say. It is not restricted to, or it's not because of our body size, it's not because of how I'm shaped, my skin color, and but it's something that comes naturally. And whether or not I was slim, or I'm still as I am today, I'll still be confident and be able to stand in front of people and to speak about issues that make me to itch, or speak about things or do things that I love to do. You get my point? So I don't get how all of a sudden now being plus size and having confidence has suddenly become a conversation that we should talk about, instead of pure esteem issues become a conversation. And I would say, for me personally, I would say that oppression is specific to something. It could either be gender specific, it could either be I don't know, skin tone specific. It oppresses one thing. For oppression to be there, there has to be two things for them to be, put into one level, and for the other to be supreme and for the other to be inferior. You get my point? So I'm not going to sit here and want to discuss how I'm a confident plus size woman as if being plus size doesn't like, it's not coexistent with being confident, so it's just a conversation that I want us to talk about. Like, you can drop in your comments and let me hear what is it that you have to say. I like, it's not really a structured conversation, or as I would put it, but I want us to really talk about these kind of issues where then now, as plus size people, we are categorized to say, believe in this is the system that you should follow, and you know don't you can't do this, because like, this is a conversation that I want us to have in terms of body positivity as plus size women, plus size women or plus size men, because it's not only women who have issues with confidence issues with regards to, or when it comes to their bodies. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let us keep the conversation going. Do make sure that you drop in the comments below, and you do not forget to subscribe, to like, and share it with people so that we keep this conversation going. And if you do want to, get to hear more of what is it that I have to say with regards to this particular subject, do make sure that you follow me on my social media platforms. On Facebook, I'll drop my link or my name in the description box, but otherwise you can follow me on Instagram right here and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching this video. Good night or good morning, whenever you're watching this video. Bye. Signed, P. McQueen.
Please don't judge, I'm still righting my wrongs. At least try, K.